Hello everyone, welcome to another video of my mobile RPG development. Unfortunately, I think that I have to spend my mornings writing my dissertation. I can maybe sneak a little bit of development of my own game later during the working day, but this I can only do in the first couple of hours. I don't in task, but it has to be done. Very good day. I began with writing my dissertation, did okay, and after that I spent several hours working on my own RPG. Today is Tuesday, and I wanted to begin this day with showing you what I've made yesterday, but one of my colleagues started to come early to the office about at the same time as I do, so I don't feel comfortable recording my screen while he's sitting right next to me, but I will do it later. It's 15:30 o'clock. I didn't spend any time working on my RPG today. What I need to do is to create a level system for which I want to have some prototypes of arenas, and for that I've searched asset store yesterday, couldn't find any free suitable assets, so I'm kinda stuck. I need a modeler and I can't find one. Today is Wednesday, and today I have my third attempt at passing driving exam. But before that I have some other tasks to do. And I want you to experience the power of editing, which I personally like, teleporting from place to place. The first task is completed, that was nice and quick. Now I will go and train. I forgot that I wanted to visit a bank before training. I have a tiny bit of scholarship which I get paid every month, and I didn't touch it for more than a year. Now I want to take that money and put it in another account. I'm saving money. The city is so much more likable, peaceful and quiet during this time of the day. I really miss that. From the moment I went to office, I became this part of the gray mass which travels in the morning and in the afternoon to and from their jobs. Really miss this time. I really miss this sense of freedom when you can choose which hours of the day you're working and when you do what. At least I can take a day off to do some of my tasks. But once again, I have years, potentially years ahead, so maybe in some of that period I will be able to come back to my schedule which I had before. That would be nice. I need to take English courses. I want to be able to express my thoughts clearly, which is not the case for now, but I've looked my old videos and wow, my English was way worse back then. That was a hard but good training session. One thing that I love in videos is when a person teleports to the next point. In our case it's going to be a driving exam, so you don't have to endure this gloomy rainy autumn day. So cold. Guys, I didn't pass the exam, and it was the shittiest exam of my life. What happened? So I waited for an instructors to come, and they started calling our surnames. I was number 4. The instructor said that they will start from that place one by one, I mean, we will start on that place. So I thought that I'll take a few minutes to warm up. So I ran a little bit, just 3 minutes. I come back and see no one from my group. It turned out then, as I left, a new car arrived. So they sat in that new car and started driving. Basically, while one person is passing exam in the first car, other people sit in the second car and drive behind him. So I come back and I'm alone. I waited for about 40 minutes under the train, cold as hell. And when instructor finally arrived, all alone because everyone has already finished, I sat in the car and began driving and didn't make the first turn. So basically I failed in about a minute. I don't feel very good, not very good at all, but at the same time it's kind of funny. God damn it, it's so cold. It's Thursday and yes, I'm alone in the office right now. I say office so much, but anyways, I'm going to show you the progress I've made in my RPG. I also say my own games and RPG a lot, but don't know any alternatives right now. Let's open the inventory. Here we can switch to another weapon. Now let's start the game. This new weapon is equipped. It deals more damage. We can go back to main menu, switch weapon again, and as you can see, it works. I didn't see any bugs. The next step I want to do is make the same thing for armor. There won't be much differences. I have to create points to which armor prefabs will be attached, like helmet for example, and then you switch them in the same fashion. Okay, another update. It's still Thursday. One of my mini quests at this job is to be able to work a couple of days a week remotely. This was something that I really want to do, because I won't have to spend 2 hours communicating to and back from work in the metro, and trust me, you don't want to be in the metro at that time when everyone is going to and from their works. And secondly, my girlfriend lives in a different city, which is not very far from Moscow, and if you don't know, I live in Moscow, but still we can only see each other during the weekends, and if I will be able to work remotely, and then maybe we will be able to spend a couple of more days together during the week, which would be quite nice. So I talked to the director of our company, and he doesn't want to let me work remotely, but he'll think about it. At least he allowed me to work remotely tomorrow, at least one day. And this is my new hideout. Everyone's using the elevator and I'm using the stairs. It's Friday and I feel super good. Working from home is amazing. I woke up at 8 o'clock, actually at 7:30, and lay down for a bit, feeling rested, full of energy, worked out, and I don't have to spend 2 hours going to my office. I won't cheat and I will work, but actually I don't have anything to do right now because I don't have to explain it. I don't have any tasks. So I think I'll spend some of the time working on my dissertation and maybe a little bit on my game. If you're currently working from home, you're probably a game developer, so it can be a case, like I did before. I just want to say that you need to appreciate it more. If you remember before, in some of my videos I told that I used to find it extremely hard to work for 1 hour, then 2 hours, and then my limit was 4 hours, and after 4 hours I was brain dead. Now I think that when I go back to being a full-time indie, I think that I would definitely work more than 4 hours every day, maybe like 6 hours. You have to push yourself and increase your work capacity. It is 15 o'clock, 15 minutes, and I've spent all my time, not including eating and so on my dissertation. I'm currently at 24 pages, and I did only 2 paragraphs out of 9. That's because I'm not cheating. I actually don't have anything to do at job right now. We are still looking for a modeler at the office. Not only at the office, I also look for a modeler, in case you're interested. This video is super rambly, and that's okay. And by the way, I'm thinking about a new plan. Maybe I shouldn't try to find an enthusiast modeler and instead pay for a professional when the game is basically done and all I have to do is replace all the temp models with the good ones. But this is gonna be expensive, probably really expensive, even in a low poly style. But I have salary, so might as well use it, right? But now I have one financial goal, only after which I can allow myself such expenditures.